There are moments when people realize they underestimated who they were dealing with. They may have thought that you were easy to manipulate, easy to dismiss, or easy to provoke. What they did not anticipate was your resilience, your clarity, and your ability to move forward without them. Now they see the outcome. You did not crumble, you evolved. Their interference only strengthened you. Their resistance sharpened your focus. They regret provoking you, not because you retaliated, but because you remained steady. They assumed that you were easy to overpower. You were quiet, you were isolated, you appeared unprotected. But they mistook composure for weakness. They believed that influence belonged to noise, that status was inherited, that reputation was untouchable. And so they moved against you, confident that nothing would return to them. But you did not fight them in the mud. You continued building, you continued refining, you continued growing in discipline, knowledge, and restraint. What unsettles them most was not your reaction, it was your elevation. You exposed nothing with your mouth, but you revealed everything with your conduct. Where they schemed, you strengthened. Where they mocked, you mastered. Where they tried to diminish, you developed. And slowly the contrast became undeniable. Their chaos was self-created. Their reputation unraveled under the weight of their own actions. You did not destroy them. They collapsed under their own instability. And what truly disturbed them was the realization that you were never beneath them. Your intellect and creativity unsettled them. But more than that, your humanity unsettled them. Your empathy, your discipline, your quiet persistence. You were advancing long before you realized you were advancing. Not out of pride or rivalry, but out of curiosity and growth. And when they sensed that you could surpass the narrative that they built, they chose hostility over humility. That was the error. They thought that you stood alone. They did not realize that a person guided by integrity is never without protection. Now they face the consequences of their own miscalculations. And you remain composed, not celebrating their downfall, not pursuing revenge, simply continuing forward. I'd like to end this message off with a parable. A man walking along a mountain path noticed a large stone embedded in the path. Annoyed by its presence, he kicked it repeatedly, cursing it for blocking his way. The stone did not budge. Frustrated, he struck it harder until his foot was bruised and bloodied. Another traveler approached the same path. He saw the stone and stepped around it. Years later, the stone remained steady and unmoved, but the first man limped from an injury that he inflicted upon himself. The stone had done nothing. It was simply anchored too deeply to be disturbed. The lesson? Not every attack requires a response. Some people injure themselves by resisting what is firmly grounded. When you are rooted in discipline, guided by faith, and strengthened by patience, you do not need to defend your position. Those who attempt to destabilize you often reveal their own instability. So remain anchored. Your integrity is the protection, and what is deeply rooted cannot be easily uprooted. And that's it for this message. I'd like to thank everyone who made it to the end of the video. I'm truly honored by your support. If this message resonated with you at all, please consider dropping a comment, giving me some feedback, hitting the like button, and subscribing. It's been Chris and Isty, and until next time, take care and have a good one.